Build apps that scale.
Strength matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
As you see for that week 18.
The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Stand good.
Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab, and there's room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Has the stakes and still on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
A couple of really nice things you're seeing from this offense early in the game. Number one, they were able to run the ball on third down and pick up the first. But two, they kept the third down.
It's a mid-stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. Take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Big 10 meters, dying on authentic cuisine.
Yeah, wants to throw on third down. Fires to the wide out.
One side,
Throws in the double coverage and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's not funny.
Well, they were probably thinking four down territory with the third and short. So the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be
TV is the most underpriced attention channel in marketing right now, and most brands are completely ignoring it. Especially CTV is about to have its Facebook ads 2016. Streaming killed the game on what it created something way more valuable for advertising. Hyper-targeted audiences watching on the biggest screen, no skip button, competing with 47 other brands. Spread getting more of the only brand in that moment. Here's what most people get wrong. They treat CTV, like traditional TV, budget productions, 6-month timelines, pray it works. The brands winning right now are treating it like performance marketing. Test creative stuff, measure actual conversions, optimize weekly. Which brings us to why this window won't last forever. CPMs are still a fraction of what Meta charges for the same demo. As more dollars shift from linear TV, that gap is closing fast. Everyone can simple. Get in now while there's still an edge. This is platforming.
Before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. If they seeded the playoffs today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do. And this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And you can see this offense, man, they've found something, and they want to push that ball down the field and be aggressive. They're not afraid to take shots and try to make these big plays. So if I'm a defense, man, I'm going to get back on my heels a little bit.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up by 16 over BYU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins with myriad options and a big pickup on first down. Single back formation, and they give it. Oh, he's got some space. They've got even more breathing room out to the 31, and they try to set him down.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first down.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
He's got his man, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Nice play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Right downfield. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Well, I think on that play, you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Like 17, straight down and dump the banish down. Goddamn.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gonna let it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
What?
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Huskers looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. 2 yards on fourth down. Still going. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Huskers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's a fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Davidson. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. And they'll get him in. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first hit back to the house. Great blocking, but an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up by 20 over BYU. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender did a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the...
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will give them the lead.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on goal.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. He makes a stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Snap in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush.